All right, welcome back. President Trump has refused to sign the bipartisan housing affordability bill that Congress has passed. It is meant to make housing more affordable, in part by speeding up construction and limiting private equity and investment companies from buying up homes. What message do you think he's sending by not signing it, Senator?
Without question, Donald Trump just sheds crocodile tears about his concern for ordinary families and the impact which this economy is having upon them. And it's housing, it is healthcare, it is the cost of energy, it's everything. So Elizabeth Warren did a phenomenal job in negotiating on a bipartisan basis a housing bill.
Right, she was a co-sponsor of that bill.
That starts this effort of having a national housing plan. Millions of people across the country, hundreds of thousands of people in Massachusetts, they are looking for relief from this housing crisis. And that's why I stood with her in helping to construct that legislation. Unfortunately, Congressman Moulton skipped that vote on the floor of the House of Representatives. He was up here in Massachusetts and not on the floor. So to me, that's what people want. They want their elected representatives to go to Washington. That's what Elizabeth Warren has done with this housing bill. And Donald Trump, as usual, when push comes to shove, just absolutely does not care about ordinary people. If you kick him in the heart, you're going to break your toe. He just does not care about ordinary families.
So President Trump also said he's not sure he wants to deal anymore with Iran. Here's what he had to say.
I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're scum. You know what scum is? They're scum. They're sick people.
I think it's over. That's a reference to the ceasefire. He thinks that's over and says the U.S. should finish the job. Congress has never authorized any of this. We're, 4 or 5 months in now. Has this permanently weakened Congress?
This war is illegal, it's unconstitutional, it's immoral. It has led to a complete and total energy catastrophe in our country. As people pull up to the pump, they know they're going to get tipped upside down and have money shaken out of their pockets. The price of energy is set in the Persian Gulf. It's not set in Texas. We have to relearn that lesson once again. Trump is killing the wind and solar all-electric vehicle revolution for his oil and gas buddies.
What does Congress do about it?
And the Republican Senate needs to grow a spine. You only need 3 things in politics: backbone, backbone, backbone. And the Republicans, they just fold every time that Trump just comes into the room and yells at them. And so, yes, what has happened is the Republican Senate has abdicated the historic role, which is built into the Constitution, for the United States Congress to determine war and peace. Actually, to determine who gets taxed. And in each instance, when Trump says, give up your power, they have done so, which is why we need a Democratic House and Senate to go back, to restore the power of Congress to exercise that check and balance, which is at the heart of why this American Revolution started 250 years ago, right here in Boston. Okay, and we have to channel that. And that's what this election's about. And next year, I hope to be on the floor of the Senate once again, fighting for those constitutional protections.
Senator, good to see you.
Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate the time. Thank you. Up next, our political roundtable discusses the week's big stories like Graham Plattner out of the race and what comes next up in Maine. I'm coming right back.